All right, we got this 2013 Caravan with a 3.6 liter V6 automatic transmission. We're going to be doing the power steering line that's from the power steering pump. It runs over to the power steering rack, which is this bottom line. It's this line right here. They're really prone to leaking. They get rusty, they start to leak. So first thing I'm going to do is take this 10 millimeter bolt out, and normally you would unbolt this mount, which there's 2 bolts up here, and then also one that passes through to this motor mount, and then there's 2 other bolts up there to lift this mount up and out of the way to remove the stud to get this line out. In this case, you can see these mounts, you don't get those with this replacement line. This is an aftermarket line, so we don't get new mounts. So what I'm going to do in this situation, because the bolts are so rusty and I'm afraid that they're going to break, I'm just going to make a cut in this clamp right here and then fold it back. This one I'm going to try to take off, and I'm going to see if I can just like leave that there and kind of reuse it. Worst comes to worst, I can probably I got some clamps and stuff, we can make something work. Now normally you would say like, okay, I'm just going to use a wrench or something for these line nuts, but if you're replacing the line, the best way to do it is to just cut the line right close to the nut, so that you just have the cut line and the nut, and then you can put a socket right on the nut. It's the easiest way to do it, and who cares, because you're replacing the line anyways. So I'm gonna go get some tools, and oh yeah, by the way, there's a tin shield there that's up there right beside the pump, and there's a 13 millimeter nut or bolt. We're gonna take that off so we can get that tin shield off. You see that big rubber line that goes in there? The other end of our power steering hose goes right behind that. So if I get that little tin shield out of the way, we should be able to see the line and access it. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get this one off. Oh yeah. Wow, it didn't even break. We'll just leave that one, and we're gonna cut it. Greasy. Yeah. Something like that. Take this plastic piece off maybe. It's all rusted in there. Probably gonna just snap off. Those other lines. Alrighty, so there we go. I just used a little pneumatic hacksaw cutoff tool. We just chopped that off. Now I'm gonna go get a socket. I'm pretty sure that's an 18 millimeter fitting. And I'm also gonna grab a 13 millimeter ratcheting wrench so we can take the bolt out for that shield I was talking about. This 18 millimeter socket. There we go. I like to just save these, but I'm a full-time mechanic, so those of you doing it at home, probably just throw that out. All right, so there's 3 of these bolts that we got to take out. Okay, can we get these on here? Yes, we can. Next question. Can I close these gutters? there's the line. Now I just got to get that last fitting out that's up in the pump. It's kind of in a weird spot. They put it just so that you can't get to it from up top, and you can't get to it through the wheel well because the body is in the way. So you're sort of forced to do it from here, and it's just really a pain in the ass. All right. Okay, so I got the wrench on there. I got a big long wrench, 16 millimeter. Just watch out for this mesh that's on the flex pipe. This one's fraying, so it's like a bunch of small needles. Okay, we've broken free. I'm gonna try to put my ratcheting side on there. All right, there's the fitting for the pump. So let's get our new line up in there. We're gonna tighten the, we're gonna do the pump first, and we'll work it around here and install it into the rack last. Okay, we got 2 little rubber O-rings. So those need to go around here. These are actually called O-ring flares. And so one's bigger than the other. So the big one goes on here with the big nut. The little one goes on here with the 16 millimeter little nut. And now we're ready to install this into the pump. Maybe not. Forget about it. Hopping around. I'll just start at a few threads just so it doesn't fall out. And then we'll go do up here. This exhaust really gets in my way of seeing where I need to go. See, I thought it went like... I naturally want to work like this, but then the fucking exhaust sits right in my way. Okay, and we just got to do this mount, this last mount, and we're ready to fill it up. Yeah, that piece can just go in the garbage. I don't even know why that plastic line, like what's that gonna do? Get out of here. All right, just throw this shield back on with your 3 13 millimeter bolts. Right. Okie dokie. Let's lower this thing down, put some fluid in it, we'll bleed it. We are installing some ATF +4 transmission fluid. That's what's called for. You can put generic power steering fluid in there if you want. And then all I'm gonna do, I've got filled up quite a ways, but I'm just going to turn the key on but not start the vehicle, and then turn the wheels from side to side a bunch of times, and that's going to help pull the fluid into the system and try to purge some of this air before we turn the key and start it. More of that sucked her right down. I think it's gonna need one soon. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We just go through that bleed procedure, and I just start it for a second and then shut it off, check the level, repeat that a bunch of times until the level stays pretty much at maximum. And then let it run for a while, let it get hot, steer it a bunch of times, and just check to make sure that all the connections are fine and not leaking. That's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, throw them in the comments. Hopefully this video helps. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.